lava pit's finished, and now entering the river fire, which, if I recall correctly, is where we'll get our last two arsenal expansions. There's one of them. On this difficulty, these saber claws are faster than before, so it can be a little tougher to keep track of them, but they're still not much of a threat. Now, you definitely don't want to rush down those stairs on the sides immediately upon starting this level. You want to clean out the immediate area first. Because as soon as you go down the stairs, that happens. Oh, jeez, okay. Tome time! Ah! Whoa, 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 whoa! Knock that crap off. Yeah, this episode is where the game actually starts getting fairly difficult. By the way, you don't want to stand on that stuff. It's lava. Which obviously causes even more damage than Smoldering Rock does if I stand on it. Hi. Whoa. Okay, no. You don't get to do that. Sorry. I'm not gonna stand for it. Okay, I'm good. Stop that! Friggin' fire gargoyles annoy me so much on this difficulty. Uh-oh. Normal ones... ah. I could eat these suckers for breakfast. And I keep talking about all these various mods and player-created levels for this game. Don't worry, I'll get around to them in due time. Yeah, with key in hand, we can go in here. But be ready for one hell of a fight once you pick that up. Whoa, whoa, whoa! That was a pretty serious crossfire there. Ah! Whoa, whoa, hey! Yeah, I'd actually highly recommend using a Dragon Claw on these guys. They're another type of enemy where you need to kill them pretty fast. And the Dragon Claw is quite good at killing things fast, in case you haven't noticed. I remember seeing a playthrough, a co-op playthrough between these three guys, Canned, Wikidoo, and Mike Latt, who I really don't like. Mike Latt, that is. But it was a pretty entertaining video nonetheless. When they got to this episode, they encountered the were-dragons, and they led to many a demise. Stop that! Ow! They got killed by them like 12 or so times, if not more, right out of the gate in just these first 3 levels due to were-dragons. So much that they, whenever they encountered more of them, they just, or whenever a bunch of were-dragons took them by surprise, they always just screamed. They didn't really get that vibe from any other enemy. Okay, so that switch makes the blue key accessible. Ah! Whoa! Dude! Enough! I'm trying to get rid of this freaking saber claws. Ow. Okay, that switch also lowered these little gates on the sides, one of which contains the Phoenix Rod! Another which contains a flame orb, which is ammo for it, and the mystic herb. Boom! Behold the power of fire! Too bad I really don't have any ammo for it at all. Oh dear. And there's another new weapon in this room, although I think it's on the other side. Whoops. God. Now I honestly find it kind of ironic that such a powerful weapon is strapped to such a powerful weapon is so small. Like that Dragon Claw, yeah, killing that guy would have been much quicker if I'd used a Dragon Claw on him. Whoa, hey! Ah! Get out of my way! Another enchanted shield, like the one I picked up after killing that Iron Lich in the rapids, or lava pit. And yeah, those are going to become a standard enemy from here on out. And I got a Firemace now. The Firemace, probably in terms of listing weapons power, this thing is between the Dragon Claw and the Phoenix Rod, so it's really strong, but you don't find much ammo for it. It's also really difficult to use. With the River of Fire complete, time for the ice caves. So yeah, this game introduced ice, in addition to wind and water currents. The addition of ice definitely makes combat a lot more difficult, because it interferes with your movement so much. Whoa, 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 whoa. Want to come back out here and try that again? No? Okay. Ah. Oh dear. Oh my god, how many of them did I wake up? Whoa, 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 I'm so lucky I didn't get hit there. Damn, apparently better at dodging on ice than I thought. Ah! No. Absolutely not. There we go, jeez. And it's not over yet. Whoa, 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 it's not over yet. This crossfire has only just begun. I definitely think they probably could have done a bit more with the fireball effects. Like all what those fireballs do, they're kind of difficult to see. And they don't really do anything when they hit stuff, aside from just make a scorch mark on it. And that's with this engine. You know, the smoke trails are pretty cool, but they don't explode or anything when they hit. Unlike a good number of the other weapons. Ah! Whoa, that took a big... I think that took a pretty big chunk of my armor away. It's on the other side. Ow! Ow! Crap. Well, that certainly took a big chunk of my armor away. Ow! Ow! God, this armor is just not gonna last against all these were dragons. Well, the brutal mod for Heretic does modify the were dragon's fireballs so that they explode on contact. And in this game's sequel, Hexen, there's an enemy that behaves very much akin to were dragons, in that it shoots big fireballs. But the fireballs are, 1, they're bigger, 2, they're more damaging, and 3, they explode. Another Phoenix Rod. I left any disciples alive up there. I did. Heads up, suck up. Boom! I can't tell if that killed him or if it just sent him flying away. might as well top off my ammo. Down here. With key in hand, we can say bye-bye to the icy portion of this level and enter the cave portion. I didn't kill him. Wait, no, this is a different guy. So I did kill the guy I targeted. Incoming! Ah! No, he didn't die due to blast damage. Gargoyle did, though. There we go, now he's dead. This Firemace just rips through saber claws like a hot knife through butter, but since its ammo is so rare, you generally won't want to be using it against them. I mean, they're weak enough that any good player could dispose of them fairly easily. Unless they've been modded somehow, given that leap ability. Were dragons, on the other hand, those can pose a threat for most anyone, especially in large groups. They definitely pose a bigger threat to some than others, but... Well, I guess the good thing about were dragons is that they're, unless they're in a large group, it's not that hard to avoid getting killed by them, since they're so straightforward. Although they are pretty fast for beasts of their size, I will say. Okay. Well, unless they get themselves stuck in an area like this one, then where they can't hit me at all. Crap! I was hoping to shoot you out of the air as you flew over me. Honestly, this is something I kind of have to get off my chest, but I actually kind of think that Doom is a bit overrated. I think a bit of this may be to blame on epic fail. Way to kill the moment, Saberclaw! I totally forgot about that nonsense. That was just absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, that's a thing. That's definitely a thing. Sometimes the physics of the game screws up when you kill something and it'll fly towards you. It seems to happen if it's on a higher elevation than you. Damn. Good thing I didn't have any water in my mouth, otherwise I would have spat all over the keyboard and the computer. And this whole Let's Play would have been over right then and there. Let's see. Okay, give me a second to remember what I was talking about. Oh, right, I was talking about how I thought Doom is a bit overrated. I'm willing to blame a bit of that on the fact that I played Heretic, which is definitely a far more fleshed out game, a long time before Doom. Perhaps if I had played Doom first, my standards wouldn't have been so high. But yeah, I appreciate what the modding community has done for Doom, but I'm surprised it's survived for so long. In my opinion, it hasn't aged very well at all. Its level design is terrible, for one thing. It's just nothing short of these non-conducive mazes. Unless you're playing with a modification called Maps of Chaos, you're going to be wandering around certain areas over and over and over again, looking for something. And it got even worse in the second game, because then they threw in these mock puzzles that really didn't give you any sort of indication on what to do. And there's also the fact that unless you're playing it with a randomizer mod that adds on to the difficulty, I found the game to be either, depending on whether you're playing the first or the second, incredibly cheap or stupidly easy. Whoa, you're a tough one. You survived all that. Have some more. Ah! Gotcha! I knew you couldn't last against that forever. That thing does a lot of damage. I'm surprised he survived more than 4 hits from it, let alone friggin' 6. Yeah, one thing I find especially nasty about Doom is, unlike this game and unlike Hexen, it had a huge reliance on hit scan attacks, which are basically weapons like this one, where they just instantly hit their target. They scan whether or not it's connecting to something they can damage. Hence why they're called hit scans. And I really freaking hate hit scan attacks. Maybe it's because I grew up with games like this and Free Space, where there are so many more projectile weapons that required a measure of skill in order to place your shots with them. Whereas with hit scan attacks, you just point it at something, and if the gun's accuracy is good enough, you're gonna hit it. Perhaps I'll elaborate more on that later. For now, we've completed the Ice Grotto, and I'm now heading to the Glacier, the secret level of this episode.